Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. John here. It's time to start building our dream. So for this week's adventure, we are headed to the Outer Banks. Roll the footage. Hold on. So we are currently headed to Ocracoke Island. In order to get there, we are taking a vehicle ferry up here in North Carolina. Boarding the ferry. We are officially on Ocracoke Island. Guys, so we finally made it over to Ocracoke Island and we are starting our adventure here. We're gonna go drive along the beach. We passed the pony pen on the way down. We're basically at the furthest south entrance onto the beach. If you look at the top left there of the Jeep, you do have to have a ORV pass. So I bought an annual pass. It's good for a year, so this time next year I will be able to come out here. Now this is a new item. This is from Rhino USA, and these are deflators. These are not super expensive. You basically set the pressure on one tire and then you set up the others, and it comes with a mechanical tire gauge. My last trip up in North Carolina in the mountains, I had a digital and the battery died, so mechanical tire gauge is definitely the better option. So we're going to drop down the pressure to a minimum requirement of 20 psi, and we are going to deflate our tires. So great thing about these is you put them on and tires do all the work. So all we're going to do, and I've actually got these set to about 18 psi. The large footprint of 37 1350s means that we can go a little bit lower than 19 psi. So while that one gets started, I'm going to go do the rest. So TerraFlex wheels are pretty cool because these are built in, but this is a $30 option. Let these do all the work. So while those are deflating, we got our caps here. We're going to let them just keep doing their background thing. And no, I'm not sponsored or endorsed, but it comes with quick setup instructions right here. And basically shows you how to preset them. You basically set the tire pressure, screw it on until you hear air, back it off, then you lock it down, and then you do the same thing for each of the additional little tire stops, and you let them run for about 10 or 15 minutes. It's a great way to come to the beach, air down all your tires, and then because we're not going far, we'll be able to travel up the road and use a compressor once we get to a good spot. But don't plan to run any high speeds around here. Just go out, check out the beach. As you can see, it's going to run until it stops, and then this valve here will close. So it still has a few more pounds of pressure in there. So we just fired up the Jeep. As you can see with the TPMS sensors, you can already tell that the tire pressure has dropped down here. Got 21 last in the front left, 24 front right, 22 in the back two, and it'll drop down even lower next time it pings the signal. As you can see, this one here is completely stopped. Check it here with our gauge. See, we're a little bit high. That means we need to make some adjustments. We're going to break our lock free, back this off until it starts leaking. Then we can come down a little bit further. Now we're at 19. We're going to screw this in until it stops. And we're going to lock it back down. So that one's recalibrated for 19 PSI. When they're done, you just put them back in your little tote here. Alright guys, so we got all the tires aired down. And what I want to show you is over here on this side. So as we walk around the back of the Jeep, as you can see, there's a little bit of a hill right here. That tire, same pressure, 19 PSI as all the others. It's just, it's contoured and it gives you that flatter pattern. So it really helps you increase your contact patch. Now I've driven these at highway speed as low as 12 PSI unknowingly when I had the AEV wheels. So 19 PSI, as long as you don't let your tires get too hot, you can drive them for a very, very short distance on the road. But yeah, we're gonna go enjoy the sights. Check it out. So there's the final verdict. Tire pressure is low. And as you can see, take some fine tuning and get them exactly accurate. But here we roll. Beautiful sunset. It's almost time for a sunset over here in the ponds. Oh, look at the geese right here. Canadian geese. Off-road running. Here's the beach. Wow guys, this is like being on a whole nother planet. Check this out. Absolutely beautiful. There in the distance you can see where the island comes to a point. To the south of this, Cape Lookout. The rest of the Outer Banks. Got some overlanders and fishermen over here. It's what Ruby's built to do. Travel the world, man. Quick walk around. We got the Clay and off-road suspension with the Rancho RS 9000 shocks. We got the Toyo 37 by 1350 R17 Toyo MTs, along with the Tactic black wheels. Up front, we've got the ARB stubby bumper with the amber lenses. Currently, the Batwing winch that's rated for 12,000 pounds with synthetic line. Over on this side, we got the Rotopacks, and then to be installed, probably do it tonight. We'll have the Overland Vehicle Systems nomadic awning installed. And then, of course, we've got the CVT tent. And all of our tools here stay with the Milwaukee pack out. It was so rough last night, guys. 35-mile-an-hour winds. I opened up the tent and I closed it right away, so I did not get everything tucked away as well as I normally do. But we do have the traction boards here and shovel. So minimum requirements coming out here. And then inside the bed, we've got Harbor Freight jack. Hopefully we won't need that. We got the diesel heater. It's still in the box. We've used it a couple of times, but I gotta find a better way to more permanently, semi-permanently mount that on and off the Jeep. We got a couple of tables. We got our kitchen, we got our tools, and we got our water source. We got 7 gallons. We got 2 gallons over here. We got 5 gallons here. We've got our bucket. We carry diesel for the diesel heater, and then we got 3 gallons of extra gas. So when we want to go places like this, we're not cut short by limiting our gas supply. So if you want to know how smooth the Clay and off-road suspension is, Overland Plus, check this out. I, like a fool, left that on the front fender this whole time. And we came from way up there, driving across these dunes. Check out this view. Man, look at those waves. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that sun. So this is the southernmost tip of the island, right here. that's the southernmost segment of Ocracoke Island, and we're gonna go run the northern half. Check out that sunset. That's magnificent. Watch this. Hi guys, so this is 68, and this is one of their seasonal openings. So it's open for this part of the season. Campground we're going to stay up at is actually right over there, other side of these bushes. This is going to take us out through another little wild section through the dunes. Look at this. Down there. Exit up here, 67. All right guys, so we're scouting for a site. This place is almost completely empty. That is absolutely beautiful. There's a restroom over there. Based on the wind we had last night, I think we're going to drive around and we're going to try to find some trees to stick between. We were between the dunes last night, but I just don't think it gave us enough protection. So we're going to circle back around and find a good spot between some trees. So back to our overland adventure at the Outer Banks. Mounted up the overland vehicle systems, 270 awning, ended up with the 270 LT. it's okay for now. I may end up having to resell this one to get the full version I want, so I can cover the front door in case of rain or what have you. It's still a good awning. It matches perfectly with the CVT tent. Right now we're just airing up the tires, and we're gonna hit the road because we're gonna drive north, check out the stables here, hit the ferry. We were out on the beach late last night, and then we're gonna head up north back to Hatteras, north of that towards the Virginia border on North Carolina 12. It should be a great visit. I'll tell you one thing, these islands are a lot bigger and there's a lot more driving than what I thought. So I was expecting smaller islands. At the southern end of North Carolina, there's very little actual beach driving you can do. Here, there's actually quite a bit. Hey guys, so we are now at the north end of the Outer Banks, up near the North Carolina-Virginia border. We're about to hit Corolla Beach. Hopefully we'll go see some wild horses. Over here is Ruby, as you see, but over here, more importantly, I do believe they have wild horses around. So there's dung there, dung there, dung there, and there's piles all over. So hopefully we'll be able to get out and see some wild horses. The sun's getting ready to set, so hopefully it's not too bad. They do have free air, so if you need to re-air, you re-air here at the old Corolla historic site. And they also have restrooms, so behind me are the restrooms. No restrooms, no facilities on the beach. And if you look right there in the middle, there's the lighthouse. So absolutely beautiful little town, but we're gonna go out there and we're gonna have some adventure, hopefully see some wild horses. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Keep coming back for more. Alright guys, so here we are getting ready to head to the beach. No horse feeding, no stopping, so you've got air down before you come out here. They didn't plan this one out very well in my opinion. Don't feed the horses. This is all part of the preserve around here. And as soon as you get up to the transition point, you're going to want to put it in four-wheel drive. And now we're in four-wheel drive, and it should be pretty well packed, but look at those seas out there. There's no stopping in the first mile and a half. And there's mile markers here, so we're at mile marker 13, and it's 12 miles all the way to the Virginia border. There's a few whoops in here. We're cruising. We're looking for horses. Hopefully we'll see some horses up here. Hold on. These houses. Right in front of the house. That's crazy. Almost all the way up to the Carolina border, but the tides are coming in, so we're going to beat feet back south and make sure we don't get too far gone because the wind's picking up. we don't want to be stuck out here when the tides come in. Alright guys, so we just aired up here at the historic site. Literally 1 to 2 minutes per tire. All 4 tires aired up, ready to go. There's the Jeep. And we had a good time, man. It was a really good time. So we're gonna camp out tonight and we'll wake up and tomorrow we'll start headed back home. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. It's a great looking Jeep. Look at all got the awning up there now. Got the rooftop tent and we're fully loaded. Profile on the Jeep looks pretty good. So there's just so much to do when you're driving along the beach. There's so many seashells, so many birds. Sometimes you'll see dolphins. Apologies for the Buc-ee's bag and the mess back there, but you know, we're maximalists. We haven't quite managed the minimalist approach yet. So if we think we need it, we bring it, and it's better to have it, not need it, than need it and not have it. A lot of times 2 is 1 and 1 is none. But yeah, driving out on the beach, there's just so much to see. There's birds everywhere. There's driftwood. You don't see driftwood and dunes, and you can't. There's not a lot of places that have a beach, let alone let you drive on a beach. So anytime, like North Carolina, I can get out to the beaches, or Florida, or whatever it may be. Anytime I can get on the beach, I'm happy. Everywhere you look are seagulls. Horseshoe crab shells here. That one's almost complete. Seagulls picked apart. Jellyfish, just trash, man. It's kind of too dangerous to get the trash out because everything else going on. It's like a horseshoe crab graveyard. It's sad. So when you come to the beach, there's just so much to do. Check out the side of this thing. It's beautiful. I add that to the kit, and shelling is a very popular thing, you know. I don't know what people do with all these seashells once they get them. What do you guys do? Leave a comment. Tell me what you do with your seashells. We spent a total of 3 days down here. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Crazy winds, gale force winds the first day, and now cruising the afternoon, getting ready to head 8 hours back to home base. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed our trip. I think this is going to wrap it up for this episode as we explored the Outer Banks. Simply not enough time. I think you need a good week to actually come out here and really run the beaches, really do some good camping, really go to lighthouses, see the wild horses and everything else that the Outer Banks has to offer. With that being said, I'm glad I get to share my dream with you, but the true purpose of this channel is to motivate, inspire, and inform you guys so you can get out there and start building your dream.